Hello, and once again, welcome back to the Insanity. Last time we left off, we had started uh, migrating or moving the green science, although this is just like a small part of it, the laboratory instruments at the moment. We also in the last episode moved the red science, which is great, although it's not doing quite a lot, but I know why, and we will fix that. And we also cleaned up, finally, the last part in the center, and I barely even know where that was. Ah, it was here. So this place does not look like it used to at all. And over the next episode, we will, of course, continue some cleanup. But first, we have other things to attend to. It appears that I might have found the solution to all my problems, or most of them. And believe it or not, like 80% of what we are missing right now is because of one thing. Can you guess what that thing is? It's one of these that says like missing in LTN. One of these are causing most of the other problems. And where the fuck do I want to go? Hold on. Let's see. Glass area, first of all. So I'm just going to start and fix a couple of problems that I have noticed, and then we will deal with the big problem. So coal gas. Why are we missing coal gas? We are missing coal gas because we are missing tar. Why are we missing tar? Well, it's a long story, especially considering we have many different ways to make tar. Red wire. We would like this to stop producing things, essentially, or stop requesting things. And then you may have these 500 crushed quartz. And just do something useful with them, essentially, please. Thank you. Okay, then let's go back to the... Not there. Yes, over here, please. Because we have to fix the red science production. Even though we are not currently requesting any red science, but right now we are missing green science, and I will not be able to finish the green science production in this episode, most likely. Because of the other things that we need to fix. Like these inserters, they do tend to help. By quite a bit. Next stop, next lead area. Actually, we can start in this area. In the provider part of the next lead. And in case you are wondering, I can tell you that this production over here of the new tar has stopped because we have run out of stone, essentially, even though we have plenty over here. Well, there were some values of plenty, apparently. Apparently it wasn't that much. And this production is stopped because we have like a condition over here, and yeah, this place is still a mess. But this is not the main reason for why we are missing coal gas and everything else. And god damn it, I missed my stop. That's what happens when you talk at the same time as you sit in a train. So over here we are for some reason requesting limestone in this place, and I'm not quite sure why we would like to provide limestone in this area. Considering that we have plenty of limestone elsewhere. And speaking of limestone, of course I can't make that. Of course I'm missing seaweed. We need more of these soil extractors because this machine is just not producing that much limestone. And while I could just increase this, like the threshold of lime or something, or I guess that's maybe why I had the condition on the limestone. But let's go get some seaweed. Whoops. This agar production is still very slow. I am aiming on doing something about that at a later time. Just like I'm aiming on doing stuff at everything else as well. So, as I said, tar is not the problem. One reason why we are missing tar is because we are missing small parts, because we are missing iron. And why are we missing iron? Well, one reason is obviously because we are missing tar, although that's a horrible recipe, as I have been told correctly. It is truly a horrible recipe. But what are our other sources of tar, or iron rather? One of them is Favogaya, and one is drilling. The drilling seems to be doing quite well, except the fact that we are missing coal gas, which is required for the iron ore. And we are missing coal gas because we are missing tar, so that's connected. And we are missing tar because we are missing iron, so that's stuck. So what else are we missing? We are missing limestone, but that has absolutely nothing to do with it. I can definitely tell you that. Oh, and I wonder if maybe it's possible that my mall is getting a bit more items than it should. Let's see. Like that, please. Thank you. No, don't, no, 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 god damn it. Stop, limestone, please. Thank you. Much better. So now these should have all the limestone they need, while still prioritizing the other limestone. Okay, what's next? We need to go grab some things in this area. Sort of. Actually over here. So if we're missing drilling fluid because we're missing tar and yada yada yada, what about the Favagaia for the iron ore? Excellent question, glad you asked. Well, Favagaia is also not doing very well, and I will tell you in a moment why that is. This benzene is struggling, so I will just be turning these oil burners off completely because I don't want them to waste our precious benzene. I would like that to go to the plastics production. Okay. Now we're getting close to fixing the things that we should fix. The big thing. So I think I will just show you the reason why everything is stuck. In case you haven't already figured it out, here's the solution. Why are we missing Favagaia? We are missing improved fungal substrate. Why are we missing improved fungal substrate? Because we are missing fungal substrate. Why are we missing fungal substrate? Because we are missing urea. Why are we missing urea? Because we are missing Sogna bacteria. Why are we missing Sogna bacteria? Well, because this production is a mess. We have fixed the Petri dishes over here, but now we don't have any lamps. Why don't we have any lamps? Well, because we don't have any glass. In this area at least. So essentially the Sogna bacteria is the key part to all our problems. If we fix the Sogna bacteria, everything else should more or less take care of itself. And before I do anything else, I would like to check. Aha! We do have a request priority on the mall. And I would not like to have that. So essentially this is actually one part of the problem, that the mall is eating up all the resources. And it should stop doing that. Actually, I will even change the request priority to -1 at this point. Because we have so many other things to deal with, first of all. And then we will go fix the Sogna bacteria. Once and for all, hopefully. Famous last words. And the Sogna bacteria requires a few things, naturally. Namely, it requires lamps, which requires glass and copper plates and stuff. It also requires petri dish and pressured air. Do I have a pressure pump? Not a high pressure furnace. Hello, pressure pump. A bit. I don't know how many even. So let's put this sort of in the middle-ish of somewhere of this block. So my goal here is that I will be sort of dividing this block into 3 sections. one section for each of these 3 blocks, sort of. So we have the logistic science pack, the biosample, and the laboratory instrument. So laboratory instrument is to the left. The biosample will be in the middle, and the Sogna bacteria is part of this biosample. So that's what we are focusing on at the moment. Do I have those? Yes, I do. I would very much like to use these little pools for some water. Just reserving that at this point. So let's see. I kind of like this setup. So how about you put a warehouse somewhere over here, kind of? Let's see, I think we can use this blueprint. Warehouse forwarding by signals, thank you. Then let's see. Is this a mess? This will probably be a mess. That's an indication that we're doing something right. Or something. So these parts are just sort of for forwarding the negative signals, which indicate how much we should be requesting. Oh, thank you, robots. How nice of you. And then here comes the fun part of having a little constant combinator to tell this how much to request. Hello, warehouse. How about you request quite a bit? Let's see, we should configure you first of all. Iron plates, yes, that's relevant. Copper plates, highly relevant. Copper cables, we don't provide that yet. Glass. And let's see, then there is petri dish and wood. Now we can connect you to this little place and then forward it further. And if my assumptions are correct, this should forward this request over here, which it does. And at the start, I probably will have to feed this a bit manually because we are missing some of these things. So here comes the fun part. Copper cable. I need some more filter inserters, please. Oh dear. So this is for copper plates. Then we have one for iron plates. And then we have one for... Actually, I think I can move these over here, maybe. One for wood and one for glass. And what else am I missing? Petri dish. Oh, come on. One for wood and one for glass and one for Petri dish. Come on, so slow. Thank you. Petri dish. Great! I would like to turn these around a little bit. Because I do need this copper to go also to this place. And then there is the question. Okay, maybe I actually want to do it this way. Ah, damn it. Continue your work, Pinobot. I do want to leave some space free here because in case I would like to have another forward warehousing system. Because as I mentioned, there is yet another city block or area or section of this block to be produced. Although I might just move it elsewhere. And I'm running out of medium poles. How is the mall production going for medium poles? Item ingredient shortage. What item ingredient? God damn it, I'll have to go back to small electric poles then. Very well. Woohoo, we have some copper. Oh, this will be horrible, but hey, it's could be worse, if that's an excuse. Okay, copper plates. Actually, this can just join forces with that one. Cool. And iron is not something we have a lot of here. So do we have glass? We have glass. Right. Then how about we produce a little something called lamps? Just a little bit further up, please. Thank you. And this requires some more copper cables. Do I want to... Yeah, actually we can do a little fix here. Glass and iron plates go together. Just like copper and copper cable go together. And now it has one space less than I would like, but it's okay. Don't think I need to build anything else here anyway. Thank you, small electric pole. And there we go. We have some lamps. And we don't have any inserters whatsoever. And these lamps should sort of also be provided, actually. So I will have a belt over here, which is like an exit belt, or however you might want to call it, where we just put things that we should provide. I'm still missing inserters, god damn it. I have a feeling that this might be a quite popular train station, actually. But that's okay. Can you please connect? Thank you. So a red wire. This time let's not forget to include the warehouse, because that seems to happen quite often recently. If you should provide lamps, please provide lamps. And guess what? You should provide lamps. Now you might wonder what happened with 4,000. Well, I don't know. I think actually we might even miss some lamps. Okay, not at the moment maybe, but I'm sure we will soon. Ish. So, incubators. And this is why I went to pick up some plastics before, because these require plastics. So here we need the pressured air. We also need the Petri dish, which we currently don't have a lot of. And the wood, which we do have a lot of. So wood and lamps, how about you join forces? Incubator, Jesus, they are big. And it's already so much smoother than the old production. Wood, lamp, petri dish, and pressure air. Okay, so that's two belts for items and one pipe. For the fluid, although air is not really a fluid, is it? Oh, and that pipe is over there. Cool! How about that? How about some electricity? Funny noises. Kind of comforting noise in a way. Nice. Now this Sogna bacteria should naturally be provided, actually. Something we had not quite prepared for. Can we fit a fluid provider here? Yes, we can. Should we fit a fluid provider there? Now that's a completely different question. Right. No medium electric poles. And this is not Lord Suxwang. Not sure what Suxwang means, but I'm sure it's German. Or maybe it's called Suxwang. I don't know. It sounds German anyway. So green science, and this is Sogna bacteria provider, which we are in desperate need of. And I can already inform you that I will be expanding this production. Although first I will be going and grabbing some petri dish, which we luckily have some over here. That was not a lot. I was kind of hoping there would be more, but it seems like we are missing agar. So how about we go and pick up some agar from the seaweed production, because I would very much like this process to get started ASAP. Very, very, very much ASAP. I don't have any time to wait. Because this is, yeah, as I mentioned, it's causing an issue for more or less all these things. What I can actually do is finish this rails. Or at least almost finish the rails. Good. I really think this should fix almost all our problems. Though I have to admit I've been stupid for letting them all run. Because that is one big iron sink right there. Now let's see, where am I going with these petri dishes? I'm going to, well, I don't have petri dishes, do I? I'm going to this train station and giving it some agar. Oh, come blood. It appears we have done a mistake. Here, you kind of made this. Though we already knew that, didn't we? Oh, you're... oh boy. At this moment, although I am definitely going to regret it if because I will most likely forget about this. But it's not like that would be the first mistake we have made. And I would very much like to have more of these. Because this process is bloody darn slow. to mention how many more simple circuits I would like to have, but that's a completely different topic. Yes, hello, you kind of made this. Although we definitely already knew that, so give me those Petri dishes, thank you. Red Science just has to wait for a bit until the Sogna bacteria is somewhat stabilized. And speaking of which, I need to fix this belt. Then I would just like to prepare for what's to come in the future. Oh, come on. Maybe I should have checked that before, but that's too late now. Okay. Good. Oh, why are you missing lamps? Because you are missing iron, naturally. That's somewhat easily fixable. Maybe we should even make some more lamps here. Although I'm not sure which inserters we should use to take things in or out, but it goes all against all my principles, but let's use some old inserters. Oh darn, those are slow. But it's better than nothing. Nice! We are getting Sogna bacteria. Not a lot of it, but at least it's some. And I would very much like to have a pump here to just tell it to pump over here. Thank you. Now that that's out of the way, I would like to take one random fluid wagon, more or less, and make a delivery of this Sogna bacteria provider to... where is it? To this Sogna bacteria requester. Just to get some things going, because I believe that there are still some... That's not the train station I wanted to look at. This is the train station I wanted to look at. Oh, it's already full. How cool. That's very interesting. Not sure where all that came from. So how about we just take some time and clean some stuff up? Sounds like a terrific idea if you ask me. What's this? Glass. Well, that's no longer a thing here, I'm afraid. As if you're going to get any more items. That's unlikely to happen. Oh, those Petri dishes. That's definitely something I would like to pick up. Thank you, robots. I'm looking forward to you coming here and cleaning this mess up. Cool. Let's go grab those things. What have you? Did it? Oh, right. You're all the Sogna bacteria that we get are moving into the little pump. I'm starting to learn how to navigate in these intersections. So now we can turn off this request of empty petri dish. We can probably turn off some more of these requests. Yeah, like the seaweed. We will not need the seaweed here any longer. Thank you, robots. Nice of you to come visit. And then we have a bunch of agar here. That's for sure. How about we just put things... Oh, damn it. Oh, right. I have I can make inserters. Woohoo! Steel chest is rather big, actually. Let's go with an iron chest. Now, can you maybe guess where I'm planning to take all these things? Yes, I am very much going to expand the Sogna bacteria production. The new Sogna bacteria production, the cleaned up Sogna bacteria. Oh, darn it, not this. I'm not planning on moving this one just yet, sorry. Why is Sogna bacteria going over here? Are you kidding me? Where is this pipe going? Is it maybe going to like the animal and plant factory area? I bet it is. Yes, it is. Great, so that's yet another thing that we need to solve for that. Oh, right. You are still doing stuff. Because these are still doing stuff. Although this part of the seaweed belt is no longer necessary because it's not like anything more will happen there. Actually, give me back those seaweed. I just realized that I might need some more circuits. 119 petri dishes, thank you. Not sure if this belt is still used or not, but that looks horrible. Oh, and by the way, speaking of belts, titanium plates will no longer come here, simple circuit boards will no longer come here, no lamps. Small parts, maybe. Concrete was never a thing here. Glass, not anymore. Rubber, not anymore. Are you still requesting? No, you don't even have any small parts here. Okay. I guess that means that the era of this belt is officially over. I'm going to do a funny thing now. I'm going to change this provide priority to 1. just as an attempt to empty it, although I have a feeling that it will not help in any way. Or maybe it will actually, I don't know. We will see. Oh, damn it. Cool. Where's my train? There it is. I can see you. More petri dishes. Thank you, robots. Oh dear, we still need more iron here. And copper, lots and lots of copper. Hello, Sogna producers. Are you willing to produce any more things? I certainly hope so. Because I would love to have some more things. And we will flip you to the other side. And actually we will start with this one because this is where the items end up. Just to make sure that we use everything that we can. Oh dear, I'm so sick of these small electric poles. Really hope we can get to the real thing soon again. And let's see, this is complicated. Beautiful. Very nice. Very, very nice. 1.2k, that's not a lot. I'm probably going to need more lamps. And I'm probably going to need more of everything else as well. Because it's Factorio and that's just the way things go. Whew! No, please. Oh, are you kidding me? How is this production going? Yeah, okay. It's been... it's not been great, let's just say that. 55 per minute over like the whole game, almost. Or at least the past 50 hours. Now we are actually... well, I guess 500 per minute is not too bad. That's actually not too bad at all. Interesting. It's maybe going better than I anticipated. Although, of course, the problems are still iron and copper. You have copper here. Oh, but I see. Oh. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. So a problem here is that if I put copper plates into here, they are just moving, like they get split between this shed and this area. So that's why you shouldn't do this, essentially, because then, I mean, if this would be an end station, it would work. But this setup does not work like this. It surely does not. So please stop doing this. And just bring all the things back, actually. We have to do something else here. But before that, I think there are a few other things that I would like to fix. First of all, circuit production. I'm just going to assume now for the moment that the Sogna bacteria will improve. Can actually fix that or check that by looking at... Yes, see, we're producing fungal substrates. Oh, we got a delivery of urea. Woohoo! That's great. That's fantastic. So it seems like we are back on track. Now the thing is that I would like to produce some treated wood and export that to a certain logistics train network, because this is an ingredient in what is known as rails. I actually have enough belts, so I'll just do something like this. Not sure if this will work. Oh damn, that's a lot of... Okay, it should work eventually. Although I do very much prefer the red wire approach. Fiberboard less than 0. Treated wood less than 0. Fiberboard, treated wood, and simple circuit board. And probably some other things as well, but that's for another matter. And please remove that. And right, you might want to also be connected to this one. No, you don't. Of course you don't, because you would like to be connected to an arithmetic combinator, which in turn should be connected to this one. So for everything, say like minus 2000, output everything. That's better. Oh right, so fiberboards, let's put in 2 of those. Because I would still like to have a few more fiberboards. Excellent. Next stop, the mall. It just happens to be here, where we will be adding two things. One of which is rails using the better recipe. And then let's add repair packs. Rail and repair pack. Excellent. Although we are of course missing some things, but that's to be expected, sort of. Okay, has anything happened here yet in Favagaia? Nope, not quite yet. How are we doing with this fungal substrate? We're getting there. Aha! We're getting a delivery right now of this. And as soon as this picks up, we will be producing iron ore and sulfur and everything again from the Favagaia. And that should help quite a bit. Oh, and we're getting more urea. Wow, I'm so satisfied with that we have fixed this problem. Alright, but it doesn't end here. It does not end here. So next on the to-do list. Wait, before that. What good is a mall if you don't request anything from it? That's full. Rails. 200 maybe. Repair packs. Probably don't need that much repair packs, but hey. Although I would actually kind of like to have a bit more rails. Say like 1,000 or something. Just like 1,000. And then actually let's use a filter inserter here to connect to for the rails. Just to put them in a separate box to not fill up everything else. Cool. So as we noted a while ago, we still have a problem with the agar. And that is because we are missing some seaweed. Like the agar up here is having a seaweed problem. So we need to fix that seaweed problem. We will fix that seaweed problem simply by moving some more seaweed producers over there. Including some of those very old ones. They're like incredibly old ones. Oh damn, is this area fully not covered by roboports? I mean, this little hole. Come on. Very well. Luckily they don't take that much power when they are not charging, so that's good. Is this what I think it is? More? Wow, even 1,000? Well, of course it's 1,000, because that's what the provider threshold is set to at that place. Okay. I think maybe we have some seaweed over here as well. And we do. So I'm going to take these as well, because they are no longer used. Just like the rest of this place. And I'm missing iron. Oh, inserters, yes please. Mumble mumble. What? How? Sure. How about now? Okay, I think we are finished with this plastic for now. And we don't need to have any treated wood here, and I'm not sure when I picked up the soil, but oh well. Seaweed done. Seaweed it is. Now I will be doing something, well, what shall we call it? Unconventional? Not very unconventional, probably. But it's a bit slightly stupid, I don't know. Because I will be starting to use the super old recipe for seaweed as well. Like way over here. And by starting, I of course mean like continuing to use, because it's kind of the oldest approach. But it works. Even though it does feel like almost like cheating, because they don't require any power. So they will be producing stuff as soon as we just power this thing up. And because they are not producing any power or using any power, I will just be using them at all times. No conditions. Just like an extra source of seaweed. Huzzah! And I would like to set these up as well, but I unfortunately don't really have the inserters to set them up. But I can for sure provide some fluids. I'm good at that. Or so I thought. And I can even kickstart these using some seaweed. And electricity just happens to be one of my specialties. One, two, three, four. That's not a lot of space for the seaweed, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Which is why I'm doing it, more or less. My aim eventually is to also use some slaked lime for seaweed, together with fertilizer, because that just happens to be an incredibly awesome recipe. And I think that I might be able to do that once the situation is stabilized, so to say. Cool. That's some seaweed. Oh, this is even using the old recipe. Wow. Yeah, these will be switched out to use the newer recipe later on. Okay, let's consider this finished for now and move around somewhere else. Namely to an iron provider station. Because I think I'm not going to get much further without iron. How is this process going? Not too well. How is the Favagaya production? It's starting to produce some iron. Okay, we actually do have a bit of iron over there. Nice. And what's even nicer is that I'm right next to my next stop. Which happens to be aluminium processing. Because I need to scale this. Electric arc furnace. I think these two were the ones that I originally planned to have for the green SIC. But now they got another assignment. So this should triple our aluminium processing. We do, however, have another version. So say that we would like to have molten aluminium. I would like to compare here. So this is 15.9 in aluminium ore compared to 8. And this also produces a hell of a lot other outputs. It's interesting for sure. Do we have everything that we need now for this? I have syngas, coal, coke. I don't have a lot of coke, but sure. Yeah, I think I do have everything here. What I don't have is time to set all of this up, sort of. So that's an issue. But eventually we might fix this new recipe. And it seems like I need more ball mills, naturally. I guess the bigger benefit is that the other one just simply requires fewer machines, which is nice. Oh, come on. Still no medium electric poles. Thank you. Oh. There you go. And the reason we are scaling this aluminium is because we have some drill heads which require aluminium, and at the moment they don't have any aluminium whatsoever, but they do have the other things, so that's interesting. We might want to check if we would like to add a third option for drill heads. Iron, steel, chromium could be an option, but it yields almost nothing. Stainless steel, yeah, I would love to have it, don't have it yet. And the silicon carbide, which I actually think wouldn't require that much of an effort right now. Just require some green SiC, and we did actually provide that not so long ago. So that would be interesting. Where do we have the green SiC? Here we have it. We already have 1.4K. That's not too bad, actually. But either way, I think we need to focus more on the green science. And where's my train? Oh, there it is. Thank you. I just walked this direction out of pure instinct. Happy to know that it was a good decision. Actually, I will change them all again to disable the provider request entirely, I think. So the mall is currently missing steel, iron, and circuit boards. So if we disable the request threshold or priority, then it should get some more things, hopefully. I'm just curious, how much Sogna bacteria have we delivered in the past hour? Only 25k. Oh, which was from that one, of course. This was the train that we did a manual request of. Because this place is no longer used. So it's time to demolish a bit further. reducing the amounts of spaghetti by a fair bit. Removing some more belts. They seem to have been using up most of the... of course. Okay, there's still some parts down here that haven't cleaned up. So we can remove this and some belts. Oh, that's because they are missing... They are missing the glass parts. Or the empty petri dish. Understandable. Not much to do about that in that case. So let's see what we can do about this mess now, shall we? That's sort of where we planned on, where we left off last time. Right, laboratory instruments. Small parts. Equipment chassis. Lots of fun stuff. And I think that this is like... This is actually 12 items or less, so I will be setting up a bunch of filter inserters here, just to have like one for each item. Copper plates, iron plates, because we don't have iron sticks, which kind of tells me that I would like these to go the other way around. Oh, come on, give me back my copper plates. So first of all, we need to produce gear wheels and iron sticks. Gear wheel, iron stick. And I'm still just using these very insanely old assembling machines. It feels absolutely horrible, but oh well, it is what it is. Then we have the bolts. That we do have here. And then we need equipment chassis, which comes from duralumin and tin plates. Then we need rubber. And then let's see, duralumin we already have, small parts, check, that we are going to produce. Belts comes from there. Pipes will be needed to produce from iron plates. Small parts, that is produced. Rubber. Simple circuit board. Not something we need. Optical set, equipment chassis and engines. Optical set. But let's see, equipment chassis is produced locally and engine units are produced locally. So this is about it, actually. That's at least all of the ingredients set up. Now we just need to combine the mess. Which is kind of hard to do without any iron. No, come on. Right. I'm guessing you also want some iron, don't you? Yeah, of course you do. I'm going to need more iron. Which is hopefully on its way. Let's see. Where do we have the bolts? Here. Will I need the copper anywhere else? No. That's excellent news. That means we can combine these belts and save some space. So this is the ingredients for small parts. And I need, oh, damn, I have lots of circuit boards suddenly. Thank you. Can really see that the urea has helped. Suddenly we are getting stuff. Small parts, yay. This will not be provided over here because essentially we aim at some point to replace it with other things. Okay, the time for the duralumin and the tin plates. And then the duralumin needs to move forward to the engine production. Then there's the rubber. Okay. Let's see, equipment chassis, how about over here somewhere? I don't know. It will probably be in the way anywhere. Engines, we will move a lot further. Rubber will be split into production of belts. Wait a minute. Okay, right, you need to go up. Small electric poles, god damn it. Right. Equipment chassis fixed. Next stop. Belt production. I can make inserters. I can make them quickly because I don't need to handcraft any circuit boards. That feels nice. Belts, check. Okay, duralumin and belts may combine forces. Then we need small parts and pipes. Ugh, pipes. Sure, pipes. Why not? And pipes needs to join forces with small parts, I guess. How lucky is that? One could even think we had planned this, but I did not. Just a lucky coincidence. And then we have all these 4 things over here. Which will allow us to build engines. And then for the last part, we will build equipment chassis. Somewhere over here. It feels pretty scalable actually so far. Something must be wrong. I don't know, this feels like too easy. And let's see, how do we want to combine these belts? Right, we also need the simple circuit boards. And the optical set. Let's put that in here. And then we need the rubber. And we are going to need a lot of rubber. But that's okay. Actually, how about we allow you two to join forces? Engines and rubber. And then there's just one part missing, and that is the, let's see, equipment chassis. That's over here. Equipment chassis and small parts. Ugh. Equipment chassis and small parts, sure thing. And now eventually, once all these items are coming here, we should be making some laboratory equipment. Laboratory instruments, whatever. And that will be provided to a train station somewhere. That we will focus on in the next episode. And then we will also, of course, continue with the biosamples, probably. We do have some parts of this finished though. So, biosamples, and then continuing with the green science somewhere in this area. So, thank you very much for watching. And thank you very much, robots, for giving me items, and see you in the next episode.